Hello, Metal Nation. This is Podcasting Down. Damn it. Every time I try to do the intro, and then you gotta
welcoming the people.
You gotta do something weird. All right, so Matt's here, and it is I, Tim. What's that?
It's been almost 6 days since the last podcast, so you know.
I think it's been fewer than that. So, metal promos. This is a metal promo episode.
Oh, a hashtag NPR.
Damn it. When did I lose control?
I think it was episode 4.
Okay. Well, this is episode 130 something. So here we go. ROSA NOCTURNA. I should probably, before we continue with ROSA NOCTURNA, I should explain what the hell we're doing here for our new listeners. Yeah. We read metal promos and then decide how many ears we will be devoting to whatever is being promoted. So if it's really good, 2 ears. If it's not really good, less than 2 ears. All right. As I was saying, ROSA NOCTURNA, Angels and Beasts, symphonic folk metal from Czech Republic. Let's see. Yeah, ROSA NOCTURNA, Angels and Beasts, self-released out September 1st, 2022 on digitals and CD, genre symphonic folk metal, country, Czech Republic, we all knew that. Track list, Lightbringer, Pharmacist. Those are 2 songs. Lightbringer, okay. Pharmacist, Falling, Desires and Mist, Fear, Once, Skin Changers, Intruders, Letters to the Front, Periculum, Of Love, of War, of Blood. Lineup. All right, here we go. Aneta Zatochilova, Victory Sermova, those are both the vocalists. Then on guitar and programming, Tonda Buchek. Guitar and growl, Peter Wozinek. Bass, David Kudela. And on drums, Dan Havronik. Main guest singers, Renee Perry, David from Flower While, Shirley Tracana from Wishmasters, Lenka Arias? Sure. Zhikova from Eartha. The 4th album, Angels and Beasts, is again in the spirit of symphonic folk metal. It preserves melodic richness and instrumental diversity. Newly, it brings more straightforward power metal elements. Besides the band members, the album was recorded by 13 guest musicians and singers. They only listed 3. Despite all this, the album retains its compactness. The songs flow in a carefully prepared sequence and unfold tense stories. As the name suggests, the main theme of the album is the age-old struggle between good and evil.
Evil. Speaking of evil, here comes Dave.
Here comes Dave. Let's do the... Wait. This thing moves so far away. I can't see any of the buttons anymore.
You have the worst new setup.
I didn't say it was good. Hey. I just said everybody. It was new.
Oh, I can do how do you do today?
Hello, Matthew. I also vote for evil.
Matt, turn your thing up, because you also don't give me shit about your my new setup when you have a new setup too.
Wait, turn it up. Gain,
give me about 3 dB.
How's that?
I'm not taking this out. That was not 3 dB.
Whoa!
Oh, that was. All right, there you go. It's all in the technique.
Sounds like you gained some decibels there.
I did.
All right. Maybe
I'll talk in the actual microphone instead of talking away from
that. Might work. All right. So as the name suggests, as the name suggests, the main theme of the album is the age-old struggle between good and evil. The album Angels and Beasts was released in 2020 in the Czech language. In 2022, it was released in English. The Czech version includes also 2 English songs. The English version only includes English songs, but as a bonus song, it contains an older song, Of Love, of War, of Blood. For fans of Avantasia, Elwaity, Epica. And that is rosanocturna.bandcamp.com. And then the band photo is let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, 3 of whom are wearing top hats. One guy, there's 2 ladies, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to see what people are wearing. What with all the fog.
Yeah, this photo reminds me of like imagine a small software company, and like the development team went to old timey photos, like as a team building exercise. They're variously into it.
Yeah.
All I can see is puritanical, euphoric misanthropy era Dimmu Borgir when I look at that.
All right. Well, the artwork looks like maybe a late 90s Magic card to me. So it's got an angel and some sort of werewolf and
a beast.
Yeah. And then the beast thing is attacking the angel, and they got their logo, which is a font. I've seen that font before. And yeah, there you go. But it's like extruded. It's a 3D rendering of said font. Yeah. All right. So what do you got? I'll go. I'll start. I was in the whole way until 2 things happened. They say there's a Czech version of the album, and they said Avantasia. Tobias Sammet is a piece of shit. So I am not interested at all anymore. However, I will want to check out the Czech version because I bet it's cooler.
I'd like to piggyback on that as the latecomer. This is getting an ear and a half from me, and the missing half of an ear depends on what era of Avantasia they're trying to communicate. Because if we're talking Avantasia, the Metal Opera Part 1, and even Avantasia, the Metal Opera Part 2, I'm 100% on board. But if there's any chance it's post-lavatory love machine Tobias Sammet, a la the Scarecrow, etc., Lost in Space, I want none of that.
He can shove his dumbass hat up his ass. Oh my god.
My god. So, but here's the thing, right? I'm getting strong Therion vibes from their the Bandcamp photo of theirs, especially like Gothic Kabbalah era Therion.
The best era.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sticking with it. An ear and a half. 1 ear only for the English version.
Yeah, I never actually gave an ear rating. I'm gonna go with a half an ear for the English one and a full ear for the Czech one. All right, what do you have, Matt?
I mean, my feelings are very much the same. This is not a new album. This is a translation of an old album, right? Even to my favorite track, Lekkarnik, or Pharmacist. So therefore, the maximum I could give it is 1 year. And in fact, because they buried the lead and didn't tell us that it was just a translation of an old album until like paragraph 6, I'm gonna have to deduct another half year. So it's a half year. Go learn Czech, get a fucking time machine to 2020 when this was a new album, and listen to that. But don't give us your patronizing hand-me-downs, you Czech bastards.
Wow. All right, write your angry emails to podcastthemdown@gmail.com, and I'll read what you said to Matt.
Yeah, you can do it in either Czech or English.
Yeah.
And
Slovakia was the best part of that union.
Wow. Sir, as a man who married into a family whose last name has thrice the consonants than vowels, I take exception to that remark.
You know what I call the defenestration of Prague? A good start.
Whoa.
wow.
I mean,
All right, well, I think that was a good
allegedly.
I think that was a good start on the reviews. Let's move on to Vermocracy.
Isn't that like, that would be Governance by Worms. Which
Yes. Vermocracy, Age of Dysphoria, Melodic Death Metal on Black Sunset /MDD, out September 30th, 2022.
Wow.
Format, jewel case. I like that they didn't write CD. They you're not going to waste your time with no digipack.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's melodic death metal. Vermocracy from Vienna, Austria. You thought I was going to say Virginia, didn't you? Oh, Matt left us.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's back. All right.
Hey, it's Matt.
What the fuck is going on here?
I blame you, maybe the Czechs are listening live and they're not happy with you.
Yeah, it's Czech hackers.
All right. Let's see. Vermocracy from Vienna, Austria, founded in 2017. The band, not Austria, already caused quite a stir in the underground with their self-titled debut released in 2020. The band has undoubtedly dedicated itself to dark melodic death metal as a nod to the genre greats of the 90s. Stylistically and in terms of content, the band draws a dystopian picture of the failure and decay of modern society with powerful riffs, earthy grooves, and bestial vocals. With Age of Dysphoria, the band consistently continues the path they had taken since their foundation and delivers an album that sets new standards in the band's history, both technically and compositionally. Aggressiveness paired with the necessary groove, playful melodies, combined with powerful harshness, and all that, despite a clear homage to melodic death metal of the 90s, with contemporary freshness and great joy of playing characterizes the album, which lyrically deals with the desolation and hopelessness of today. And I believe
That's a sentence.
That's the sentence.
Yes.
I like how it had like 17 D words at one point.
They said, I'm sorry, they said groove twice. I mean, you don't hear that nowadays when you're talking about melodic death metal.
Age of Dysphoria was recorded, produced, and mastered in Norbert Leitner's studio in Vienna, which gives the band a more than powerful sound, which is further enhanced by the artwork of Armin Stocker, who also gives the whole thing a fitting visual framework. Vermocracy will definitely be a force to be reckoned with in the years to come. For fans of At the Gates, Deserted Fear, Arch Enemy, well, you can just throw Arch Enemy away. It's a bunch of crap. So, track list. All right, after your intro, they have an intro track. What do you think track 2 of Vermocracy is?
I mean, it better be like Vermageddon or something.
Nope, it's Necrocracy.
Necrocracy?
That's my vote for the inevitable Vermocracy tribute act that we start.
Oh shit, yeah.
Necrocracy in the tribute to Vermocracy. I like it.
Necrocracy is going to be opening for Fade to Black and Fishhead Cantina next week.
World of Wounds, The Void's Embrace, Opposed Evolution, Grace of Hypnos, Perpetual Flood, The Pyre, and In Darkness Let Me Dwell.
Wow.
Then discography 2020 was Vermocracy, 2022 was Age of Dysphoria, and I guess they just left off their oh no, that was the other one. Never mind.
I think Age of Dysphoria is the album title. I think they just have
no, they had a self-titled album in 2020.
2020, yeah.
Yeah. A lineup: Michael Frick on vocals, Andreas Huber on guitars, Stella Kusauer on guitars, Roman Kolesnik on drums, and Hannes Sandrini on bass. Credits: Jürgen Kleier. Composition, intro, Armin Stoker. Artwork, Marcus Schlogel. Photos, and Norbert Leitner. Recording, mixing, mastering. I was like gonna guarantee he was in the band, but he's not. And then let's see. Oh, do you know that band Theocracy?
Oh yeah.
Go look up their logo, because that's what the Vermocracy logo is. It's the same thing. And then the band photo is just the 5 of them. I don't know. It's just your typical melodic death metal band photo.
So I like their if you look on Metal Archives, Their band photo is them, and they tried to have a Matrix thing going on, but they're apparently cheap. So it looks like they just have like an overhead projector projecting an image on them because they're very obvious shadows. So they either overthought the photoshopping and added in the shadows for some reason.
That's how Metallica did the Hardwired album cover.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like this and how they're just totally unrecognizable. I think Aaron might be the bassist looking closely.
All right, and then we got the album cover. I don't know how to describe this. So there is like a decaying city, right? With the buildings are crumbling, and there's a sunset, and then that's all in the background. And then in the foreground, it looks like they have strapped down the Borg Queen and pried her mouth open.
Yeah.
But they're not doing anything with it. So they're just drying out her mouth for no reason.
You know what it kind of looks like? Remember like when Lisa needed braces and the dentist like projected what she would look like if she didn't get braces? It kind of looks like that.
Yeah, but these teeth are in very
the teeth are actually pretty good. Maybe she's getting a dental procedure.
So interestingly, it looks like this figure here might be their mascot.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
because
I'm sorry if I gave the wrong impression. Actually, I'm not sorry, but if I gave the wrong impression, I like the cover.
The same figure kind of features on their self-titled as well, although it's an overhead shot.
Oh, that's cool. But like
with what I have to say, well, there's some millipede or sent to some. I can't see how many legs, so maybe that's
that's some vermin. I mean,
not a worm,
now,
but close.
Sort of multipede.
Yes.
I'm gonna look up Theocracy real quick and just do a side by side of the logo. It's close. Theocracy tried harder in a bad way. I think Vermocracy did what Theocracy was trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh yeah.
All right. Let's see. At the Gates. Yeah, like I said, I don't like Arch Enemy. I don't know why everyone likes them. I do know why everyone likes them, and it's dumb.
Because they're posers?
No.
Let's go with that.
They could change their name to Wasted Talent.
Damn.
Yo, those Ahmad boys, they can play.
Yeah, but
that tells you when the last time I saw Arch Enemy was, because I said Amat boys instead of single. Is there even an Amat in that band any longer?
Who knows? Who cares? They're just wasting Jeff Loomis's talent and Alyssa Blues's talent while I'm at it. Yeah, so a bunch of crap, and then they're like expensive to see, and everyone goes and sees them, but no one actually likes them. So anyway, you know, they made the same mistake. They put a shit band in there for fans of, you know, same mistake as the other one. But at the Gates, yeah, I'm all in. So I'm going to balance it out. I'm going to give this one ear.
Okay. You know, much like Czechia, Austria was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. But here is a band from the former Austria-Hungary that's bringing it. Point number one. I don't see a German Age of Dysphoria in their lineup. I just see they did one album and just stuck with it. Number two, and I know we're technically reviewing Age of Dysphoria, but on Vermocracy's self-titled Vermocracy, I would like to direct your attention to track 4, Vermocracy. That's right. They're one of those bands that has a track that's self-titled on their self-titled album.
Awesome.
That itself is worth an entire ear. They get an ear and 3/4. I will be looking forward to Vermocracy, both as a band and as a vision of life in the next 50 years.
I was about to say, if you're not fully committed to Vermocracy as your next form of government, this band may not be for you. I share some of Tim's misgivings about the bands that they listed, although 90s era at the Gates is fairly limited category of albums to select from.
They did say 90s era. Maybe they're talking about old Arch Enemy, but
yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, I'm going to take a tangent early on. in this evening and say that Arch Enemy was the first band in metal that I made a conscious decision to go see at Jack's back in 2001. Tim, I imagine you were probably at that show. Maybe this was 2002. You remember when the guy got kicked in the head during Single Bullet Theory?
Yes, I was standing next to that guy.
Wow.
That was Arch Enemy.
I was standing about a row and a half behind you. Yeah, it was Single Bullet Theory, Arch Enemy, and Hate Eternal, maybe?
I'm looking it up. 2002.
Now, isn't Jax technically in Vienna?
It's in technically Springfield.
Is it?
Okay.
And then
Excuse me, West Springfield.
every German band, I don't know why it was always the Germans. They go, "Is this where Homer Simpson lives?"
It's because the Simpsons are, by a very wide margin, much more popular in Germany than any other European country.
Okay.
Arch Enemy played Jax on August
It was
7th,
August of that. That was
August 7th, 2002, and October 31st, 2002, and August 25th, 2003, and November 22nd, 2005. So
it was the August show in 2002, as I happen to recall. At any rate, I'm going to take a stab in the dark here. I'm going to say that track 6 off of Age of Dysphoria, Grace of Hypnos, is a subtle homage to In Flames and their best years. They've got a great song called Lord Hypnos. If you haven't listened to it, go check it out. 1 year is what I can commit, because I already listened to NPR. I cannot handle the Age of Dysphoria through my chosen escape entertainment.
all right, well, maybe this one will change your mind. Air Corpse 1, Caribbean Frights, death metal from Sweden. That's
in.
Air Force 1, HEIR, Corpse 1, ONE. Releases Caribbean Frights, label Obelisk Polaris Productions, out September 30th, 2022, digital CD, death metal, Sweden. Aero Zombie Death Metal, Swedish death metal with classic Sunlight Studio production. The new EP following the highly acclaimed debut album Fly the Fiendish Skies, featuring Raga Johansson and the death metal elite. The story of the airborne zombies from Fly the Fiendish Sky takes another turn on this macabre EP. The zombies have landed in the Caribbean, and the themes of the songs revolve around Caribbean folklore, demons, undead, and an unhealthy dose of the Cthulhu mythos. High-speed drumming and blistering solos guaranteed. Tracklist: The Wraith, Blood in the Shade, Dwellers Beneath the Sand, Thunderground, A South Sea Burial. Lineup: Raga Johansson, guitars and vocals, Kjetil Lienhaug on lead guitar, Peter Svensson on bass, Marcus Rosengvist on drums. For fans of Bloodbath, Hypocrisy, and Entombed, that I noticed they left off Recently Vacated Graves' True Zombie Metal. But I guaranteed to that Venn diagram is a circle. Produced by Air Corpse 1, music by Johansson, lyrics by Svensson, recorded at the Rot Pit and Nightwind Studio, mixed and mastered by Svensson at Nightwind Studio, cover artwork by Juanjo Castellano. All right, and that you can get it at obeliskpolaris.bandcamp.com. So the band picture is like a flight crew that's been zombified. Looks like 3 captains and and a first officer, I guess. And then the artwork is I'm sorry, this is just great. So it's like a Caribbean island, obviously, but the plane has crashed and the zombies have come out and they're on the beach in a cove. All right, I will start. 2 ears. There's no way this is going to be bad. This is perfect. You're talking zombies, you're talking death metal, you're talking about, and it seems like this is one of those bands where everything's part of the one story. You know, like Eternal Winter, Rhapsody. Yeah. Sorry, Rhapsody of Fire. It's been like 15 years and I still won't call them Rhapsody of Fire.
Well, you shouldn't. I was listening to Legendary Tales the other day. Yeah, they'll always be Rhapsody to me.
That's right. So I not only will I give this album 2 ears, Air Corpse 1, I'm going to buy their full length as well. So this might be an unprecedented 4 ears from me.
Holy shit.
I thought I was raising the stakes by actually listening to a Metal Promos, Metal Reviews contributor a couple weeks ago. But Tim, that's quite the commitment.
That's just incredible to me. I mean, I feel like my 1.5 years that I'm sincerely giving is just a paltry pittance compared to the 4 years you just gave.
Hey, there's no reason to be ashamed of 1.5 years. That's a respectable score.
I mean, I wouldn't be. I mean, that's still like 5 times what I gave those checks.
Amazing.
What you got, Dave?
What I want to know when we're going to play with these guys. It's going to be a triple feature. We're going to connect it. It's going to be Burning Shadows opening, and then the Cthulhu Mythos Air Corpse 1 bringing in this strong middle slot, and RBG bringing it home.
Yeah, there goes Lovecraft zombies. It works perfectly.
We're all happy. Folks, Air Corpse 1, if you're listening, we're happy to come to Sweden.
I honestly thought it was you were promoting another like official bootleg or something when you started talking.
Wow.
You shut your mouth.
No, we'll be doing that through our official steelresolve.com plugin.
Okay, that's right.
All right. Well,
1 ear.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. So let's play the RVG closing music because it's the best closing music.